Section action continues as Coach Enns puts his successful squad on the court, and they respond. Both cross-country teams are in action, so there's plenty of reasons to celebrate. Nice run for the Cards with much more than a hint of garlic. So party with us as we bring you all the best stuff. Sportsnight is next.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sports Night. I'm Joe Young.
And I'm Howie Shapiro. A lot of fun stuff tonight.
It is. And we're getting, though, right at the end.
Yep.
And so a half show again, but some very fun things to talk about. And we will get right to it talking about the football team.
Does that mean I can't just banter on and on and on?
You will,
like I
anyhow.
usually do?
Well, it's been a long time since the Cardinals football fans have had the chance to celebrate a playoff win, even longer since their team has made it to a section championship. Cardinals were heavily favored as the 1 seed facing the number 4 St. Francis Saints in the quarterfinal on Saturday. And with their whole team healthy again, they made an immediate statement that this team is for real. Cardinals fired up. They hosted the Saints 2 years ago and were upset in the first round. They were not going to let it happen again. Just their second play from scrimmage, fake to give to Ghibli. Look at how much green is at the top of that screen on the right side. Jake Van Holzen going the distance, 45 yards, scores less than 30 seconds into the game. That would have been enough for the Cardinals defense. Miles Taylor getting into the backfield on this one. Saints go 3 and out. Cardinals offense takes 3 plays this time to find the end zone. This time Van Holzen finds Sonny Tao running free down the seam. He's untouched, a 44-yard score, 14-0 Cardinals. Saints, well, they had to try and answer, right? Good pressure from Ty King coming. Pennebaker throws up a duck. Shai Williams is there to take it, and he has the game's first takeaway, and he takes it on the run and takes it all the way for the score, but a blocking penalty meant the Cardinals would get it. Saints 33. 2 plays later, Van Holzen on the keeper again, this time a 17-yard score. Took the Cardinals less than 2 minutes and just 7 plays on offense to score 3 times. More defense in the first quarter. LaBelle McGrone absolutely blows that play up in the backfield. Saints only a handful of plays past their own 40 in the first half. Second quarter, Van Holzen, little screen to David Ghibli. He's off to the races. Almost too easy to get to the end zone. 34 yards. It's a 27-point lead for the home team. Cardinals held to 4th and 9 from the Saints 33. No problem. Van Holzen over the top again, hits Tao in stride. His second score. Tao had 4 catches for 95 yards. Nice to have him back. It was 33-0 at the half. They had 1 more score in the third quarter. Van Holzen to Jordan Doe. Great stretch for the stripe. 4 passing touchdowns for Jake Van Holzen to 3 different targets. Took 2 on the run himself. Defense dominant. Pitches their second shutout of the season. Very fun football game to be a part of.
You know, I'll temper my excitement somewhat so I don't go on and on and on. I really love this football team. I mean, you look at the fact that defense has been solid all year long. We've talked about that. But when they're healthy on offense, they have so many playmakers, and I love the play calling and what they do to really upset what the opposing defense is trying to do.
Much bigger challenge coming for them on Friday.
Huge challenge.
Cardinals hosting the section championship, and its crosstown rival Andover. The Huskies come in foaming at the mouth for a shot at the higher-seeded Cardinals. Over there, I mean, obviously no longer conference opponents, but a long rivalry in this border battle. Haven't seen each other in 3 years. Andover's had the better side of the matchup in recent memory. Last 5 have gone their way. The last time the Cardinals beat the Huskies, final game of the regular season, 2011.
A lot of great storylines. Obviously, Coach Wilkie coached here at Coon Rapids, now the head coach of Andover. But I'll stop until Friday night.
It's going to be very exciting. But you're going to have to come to the football game on Friday night. The weather going to be okay?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, it'll be all right.
Friday night,
chilly
under the lights,
nice.
A chance to go to the state tournament. It would be the Cardinals' first trip at the state tournament since 1983.
1983.
Amazing.
That's crazy. Well, the volleyball team opened its playoff schedule on their home floor last week, hosting a section game for the first time in a decade. The Cardinals' 13-15 record earned the 8th seed in the 5 AAA bracket and a visit from the Orono Spartans on Tuesday. The Spartans came in 11-16 on the year and ready to give the Cardinals a battle for every point. Cardinals fired up to start the playoffs at home. Hosting a section match is a huge step for this program. They wanted to prove they earned it. This one set up cross-court for Becca Masteller. She leaves no doubt on the kill. Coon Rapids able to play with the lead almost all night long. We're going to go late to the first set. Watch the deception in the middle. Masteller from behind the goal post gets the kill on the far side. Cardinals open the match with a 25-18 win in the first. Just beautiful play there. Audrey Anderson serving in the second. Check out the wall in the middle. Post with Michaela Wilbur and Bella Bresnahan on either side. No chance that attack is getting through. Similar to the first, Cardinals able to get out front early and keep the lead the whole set. Another defensive gem at the net. Wilbur getting the putback this time. Cardinals take the second set 25-19. Spartans get their first lead of the night early in the third set, but it doesn't last long. Masteller leading the comeback charge. One of her team-high 11 kills in the match. Well, the Cardinals trailed into the mid-teens in the third when they took momentum away. Shevchek's serve, weak back pass to the net. Post makes them pay, pushing it to the floor. Match point now. Cardinals up by 4. Masteller's attack is picked up by the Spartans. They try to attack from the middle, but the mishit means the Cardinals are going to take the third set 25-20. And that completes the sweep, and it was a fun game to be at.
It was so much fun to see. Of course, we would have traveled to see them in the playoffs. We have for years. It was great to see a playoff game on back on the home court.
Yep.
Great to see them win that game, and just some legitimacy for this season that this team had.
Yeah, I mean, you could see the way the girls played. Coach Enns, the way he talked about his squad and how they played well as a team and the chemistry on this team. And it was fun. The atmosphere at Roger Carlson was great, and it was just nice to be a part of it.
Yep. The win definitely worth celebrating, but it meant the Cardinals had to face one of the best teams in the state. On Thursday, the Cardinals traveled to Wayzata to face the top-seeded Trojans. Wayzata was 25-3 and ranked third in the state. All of their losses were in tournament matches, and all were to other top 10 teams. Cardinals trying to keep pace with the Trojans in the first. Solid attack from Becca Masteller on the left side. Finds the back corner to keep things even early on. Cardinals trailing, but not letting Wayzata stretch their lead. They go back to the left side. This time, Michaela Wilbur with a copycat kill. Coon Rapids only down 3. Still in the first set. Great save by Shevchuk. Then Audrey Anderson attacking from the middle. Gets the top of the tape and over to the floor. Point Cardinals. They lose the first set, though, 25-18. Coon Rapids had a lead early in the second, but fighting to keep it close through most of the set. Madison Fowler finds a soft spot for the score, 14-7 at that point. Wayzata able to stretch the lead late in the second. This serve mishandled by the Cardinals, and they lose the second, 25-16. Home crowd fueling their momentum. Cardinals now fighting to keep their season alive. Come out a little flat in the third. Another receiving error on the opening serve, and that kind of set the tones. The Trojans jumped out to an 8-0 lead, and they cruised to the win. Match point, Cardinals return it, but out of bounds. They dropped the third 25-9. A huge improvement for this Cardinals program this season, and a lot of successes to celebrate, as we were just talking about. A huge step for them, but a lot of veteran leaders that will be lost, and we'll have that come more on that, especially in the review show.
Well, yeah, and definitely a huge, big season for them. And going into Wayzata, they knew they were going to be in a tough fight. Obviously, Wayzata first seed, but third in the state. I looked at their roster; they had 2 girls at 6'4", 2 girls at 6'2". So they obviously have some size. Wayzata's pretty good, but you got to be so impressed by the way this team played all season long.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. Quick peek at the brackets for volleyball. No surprises, not a single upset. Top 4 teams in semifinal action, looking for a Halloween night championship, possibly between number 1 Wayzata and number 2 St. Michael Albertville.
Well, the cross-country season also came to an end last week with no Cardinals qualifying for the state tournament. The boys team had one of their best showings in recent memory, but all the guys came up just a little short of getting to the state meet. It's a little less than hoped for, but both teams did Coon Rapids proud with how they competed. The girls team just trying to finish the season as strong as possible. They've pretty much been putting up their best times across the board the past few weeks, and now on a time to lay it all on the line. Lisa Hoagland is the first one to reach the finish line, taking 46th place in a time of just under 21 minutes. Sarah Eichstad and Zoe Hoagland will be the next Cardinals to come across. Eichstätt crosses in 21:47 and 63rd. Hoagland is just 2 seconds and 2 spots behind in 65th. Junior Sydney Vossen finished in 82nd with a time of 22:48, and sophomore Kayla Lowe, the last Cardinal, in 92nd place. Cardinals are 13th out of 16 in the section. The boys had a legitimate shot to compete for the crown thanks to their depth. Their team approach has helped their scores all season long, and now they've had their best race. Noah Christensen with a great time of 16:51.3 finishes 23rd, and he will just miss a trip to the state tournament. The rest of the team not far behind. Andre Kemboy, 30th and 17:08. Reed Smith just 2 spots back, finishing 32nd. And that's not all. Matt Smith and Peyton Martinek finishing 36th and 39th. Just 31 seconds separate the Cardinals' top 5. They place 4th at a team best finish in years.
Sorry I wrote that so much. I was just so very excited
You did.
to see how much of that
I was trying to read as quickly as I could, and so people could understand.
But they're fast.
But they are fast. Faster than I can speak.
Amazing season. You know, the girls, give them credit for a team that, again, at the beginning of the season didn't know that they'd be able to compete at the varsity level in a lot of these meets. They showed a ton of improvement all season long. The boys.
They had a really nice season.
You talk about it all the time about how important it is to run as a team, but these guys in the last 2 meets this week at sections, just 31 seconds separated the top 5. I think it was 22 seconds at the conference meet. Very, very impressive and a lot to be proud of. Swimming and diving team still has its section tournament coming up a week from Thursday. They will host the teams in the section meet from Thursday through Saturday. Definitely expect to see 1 or 2 make the state tournament. But for us, it's all about championship contest at the Cardinal Complex. Section championship, number 1 Coon Rapids hosting, number 2 Andover. You've got to come out and watch the game. Let's pack the place, and let's see if we can beat the Huskies. And then you can watch it at midnight when it re-shows. We can't show it live, of course, because of it being playoffs. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sport Night. We want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.